Happy 30th wedding anniversary, you guys.
Yeah, happy anniversary.
Wow, our journey started together in a basketball stadium, so I decided to start it there. God had this in mind way before we thought of it. Here's a picture of the kids both from their homeschool basketball days. They were at the same national tournament the same year with the same numbers, didn't even know each other existed, lived in different states. I began praying from the day Anne was born that some mother and father would be raising a godly son for her to marry someday. And lo and behold, you guys were in the stands talking to us. We didn't even know you, watching a basketball game, watching your son play. And we struck up a lifelong friendship with you guys. Here's Ann signing with Lawrence Tech, which is where John went, which was the beginning of them finding each other. I wanted to put this picture in because this was an interesting picture. This was us at my stepmother's funeral. It doesn't seem like it has much to do with our relationship with you guys, but in all reality it does, because Anne was texting John. They weren't dating yet, but she was texting. My rowdy niece stole the phone from her, started texting John. He was so funny and such a good sport that my family fell in love with him before they had ever even met him.
Yeah.
Here's a picture from our house in Rochester Hills. You guys are always in the background. I'm not sure whether this trip you were there or not, but you had dinner at our house. We played cards at the table. Daniel was so funny. This is one of the first pictures of Anne and John together and where we began that lifelong friendship of getting to know each other. This was, again, a part of the heritage of going to church with you guys in Grand Rapids. We had been at Sandy Pines. We went in and the kids are being funny. And just, again, that heritage of you loving the Lord and loving each other and them seeing that and mimicking it in their own lives. This is another picture from Sandy Pines. You always welcomed us. Your family welcomed us into their family. And just a great, great place to be. Blueberries. Oh, I love picking blueberries with you, Lynn, and you love it too. And it's just such fun in Michigan. Another part of the memories that we have. I wanted to include this picture because, again, my rowdy niece, you guys were nice enough to share John with us one Christmas before they were married. And we took him to meet our family in Colorado Springs. My rowdy niece decided that we should have a picture with John and without John because he might not make it. But he did make it, and we're so glad that he did. Here's a picture, Myrtle Beach.
We're at Myrtle Beach, yep.
Again, with you guys. You guys are a part of the whole thing, but we somehow didn't get a picture of y'all. Y'all are always in the background, support group for everything, but we just always fail to get you in the picture. So this is the engagement. Again, wow, what a family you guys have. And everybody was there, and it was just so awesome welcoming John and into the family and seeing the love that you guys have for each other and for our family. And again, both grandparents there. Great times. Here's John with Calypso. Again, we were at Sandy Pines still, but he had to prove to everybody that he had won Calypso over because winning Calypso over was a prerequisite to the marriage, he felt like, and he definitely got that accomplished. So this was a spontaneous moment where we picked up the phone and the kids weren't even in town, weren't even with us, and said, "You guys want to go to Lake Michigan?" And y'all said, "Sure." And we proved to the kids that we could have a good time and we didn't need them. And again, demonstrating our love for each other and love between the two families, a heritage for them to follow. This is a picture of us going to the cider mill together. I took a day off school, got in trouble for it, but it was so worth it. We had such a good time. And there's our families enjoying each other and riding the hayride.
Yeah, I want a hat like that.
This is waiting for a restaurant. I also have good memories of always eating with you guys and planning the next meal before we finish the last meal because we all love to eat. But again, you guys demonstrating you always are holding hands, have your arm around each other, and John and Ann have seen that and seen your 30 years together, and it'll be a part of their life. This is a great picture of boys, your boys, and part of raising godly men is them just being comfortable in their own skin, so comfortable that they can learn to crochet and have their picture taken and be fine with it. What a great job you guys did as parents. This is a picture of Ann and John at a wedding shower, again, enjoying each other, enjoying the heritage that came from you guys. This is a picture in Artie's basement. And again, they just always welcome our family, welcome Timothy. The kids always having a good time. The cousins aren't there in this picture, but oftentimes all the cousins and all of them enjoying each other and welcoming us. This is their final year of basketball. And Gary loves this picture because he likes to prove that Ann's not going to mess up the gene pool because she found somebody tall.
Yep.
And Artie's in the background, which they were always at all the basketball games, so that's great to see them in the background. And then the two Tucker signs side by side, Ann's and John's, on the wall. And then there's you guys and us celebrating the end of their basketball, their love for each other, basketball, and for the heritage of the family. Another wedding shower, you guys welcome your family, welcoming us, making us feel a part of everything. Their sort of graduation together. We waited for hours through that graduation, starving. We were so hungry, but we finally made it. And here's the wedding. I love the fact that prayer is always included. You guys have brought them up in such a godly manner, and this just demonstrates that prayer is always going to be part of their lives because of the example that you've shown. And there's, again, the example they see of you loving each other, holding hands, the 30 years that you spent together.
Yeah, go back to that picture. That just shows that they serve you, Gary, because right up there it says old dogs.
And then the next picture, there we are at the devotional before the wedding. Again, taking the Lord's Supper, loving on each other, loving on the Lord before their wedding, just to mimic what hopefully the rest of their lives will be like. And you see them in prayer. I remember you making this book for John, and you guys have always prayed over him and for his life too, and they saw that.
I'm envious of your ability to grow a beard.
Lynn, this just, oh my gosh, this depicts you hugging Anthony, showing him love. He came to the devotional just because of John and your influence and your love for him, even though he was not a Christian. So you're always able to engage everybody in conversation and make everybody feel a part of things. So, and there's John and Ann starting off their life praying together. And then there's, again, Gary and his sons and showing a godly father. They always say that a daughter should look and see how who she's going to marry treats his mother, because that's how he will treat her. And so I thought this was a great depiction of John and his love for you, Lynn, and how she will be treated the rest of her life. And then there's both parents, both loving each other. Gary's hand on my shoulder. Gary, I think your hand is on Lynn's shoulder. Again, just showing that love that will be passed down from generation to generation. And then the same, and again, it comes from loving the Lord first. And then again, we missed getting you guys in this picture, but you were here waiting in the rain for John and Ann to finish the half marathon. We all went to this. Lynn, I don't even think you were feeling very well. I think your back was really hurting. You could barely walk, but in spite of it, you were there waiting for them to finish. Just, again, being that loving mom that you are. And then our families are always integrated. Here's Sarah with us. I'm not even sure where we are, but our families have just become so intertwined through the years. And then there's Daniel with us. I think we were in Holland in this picture.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's Ann's 25th birthday party. You guys were at the house, but again, didn't get in the picture. But Gary is back there on the porch, I think, if you look back in the
Yeah.
very
The two
background.
Garys are back there.
The two Garys are back there. So, again, we love celebrating together with you guys and living life with you guys. Another cider mill picture. I think this is the one where we snuck in the back door, not knowing what we were doing, but we missed the line that way and didn't have to wait in the long line for our cider and donuts. And then I wanted to end again with this picture of you guys holding hands, depicting love for each other and love for the Lord. Happy 30th wedding
Happy
anniversary.
anniversary, guys.